to talk about a broader issue, because there's been a lot of discussion around the world about social division, about polarisation, about incivility in politics and about aggression in politics. And if we look around the world, often the people talk about it's the far right that's behind that. But the reality in New Zealand, of course, is that it's the Greens that are driving that level of aggression in politics. It's the Greens, it's the sanctimonious tofu wouldn't melt in your mouth Greens who are the ones who are driving the division and acrimony within our body politic, Mr. Speaker, aided and abetted by Labour. And intimidation, there is no place in this democracy for intimidation. And yet that is what we have been seeing over the last few weeks and months and years. People lining up, banging pots and loud hailers and intimidating politicians in their own home. And Chlöe and the Greens have been behind a lot of this, and the hypocrisy is quite frankly outrageous. So you look at a quote from Benjamin Doyle saying no person should have to avoid going to the supermarket or the letterbox because they've been advised doing so would expose them to violence. And yet at the same time you've got Ricardo Menendez March writing letters in support of people who vandalise MP's office, and at the same time you've got the leader of the Greens in press conferences with a peace-loving actor who hands out private addresses for MPs to go and hassle them, Mr. Speaker. So ultimately the Greens are the area of politics in this country that is most associated with intimidation and aggression, and they need to look at themselves quite closely. And the Labour Party needs to ask itself, do they support this or not? And of course we've seen, interesting, we saw Duncan Webb saying, well, no, actually we're going to stick with our guns. We think people should protest outside MPs' houses. And Mr Hipkins said that they shouldn't, but they both voted against the bill that we've got in the House that deals with it. And why does this matter? Why does this matter for ordinary New Zealanders? It matters because civility in politics and the ability for New Zealanders to talk to each other, to push back against that global direction of division and polarisation is an important part not only of our democracy but how we succeed as a country. And we want to succeed as a country, and we want to do well. And yes, there's lots of challenges we face in my area, in the treaty negotiations. Lots of challenges. We have big debates about what does sovereignty mean in the modern context. But the point is, we still talk about it. We get together, we talk, we discuss, we thrash out ideas. We don't agree, but we keep talking, and that is the strength of this country, and it's why we do so well. And so we need to defend that civility that we have inherited in this country. We need to preserve it. We need to do everything we can to ensure that it continues. And my challenge, particularly to the Greens, is that they need to change their approach. And my challenge to Labour is to be clear about where you stand on these issues. And when it comes ultimately to the success, ongoing success of this country, which we all have huge belief in as a country, a belief in as a country as a great place to live and also a great place to raise a family, make a living and do well, that the economic foundation of that is so important. That's why we're focused on that as a government. But they're broader democratic traditions that we've inherited, that we benefit from and need to be preserved. And my encouragement to all parties across the House is just think twice about the approach that is taken around intimidation and frankly support this legislation that we have before the House to ensure that no New Zealander has to suffer people intimidating them in their private home, in their castle, and do the right thing by that, Mr. Speaker.